Good morning, everybody. I'm Ed Parcaut here with Mike Kelly. That's right. We got Mike Kelly in the showroom today. What?
What?
He's here? What's
He
going on?
Kind of feels it's not
Like
there.
normal.
It's not.
It's
It's still connecting.
Yeah,
There it is.
there it is.
Go live.
Oop, there it is.
Oop, there it is. I almost feel like a human today.
Did you? You were sick too?
Yeah.
You're a little low there,
I
buddy.
think I was just.
Let me talk down to you. I'm talking down to
Hey,
you.
don't talk down to me. Ooh.
Uh-oh.
He has risen.
There you go. Oh, not that shit again.
Again. When did I do it before?
No, that's always in
the beginning
April.
of the year. Yeah. Hey. So yeah, I think I've been fighting something for a week while I was in Colorado, and when you finally don't have to push anymore and do stuff, and you let down, and your body goes, oh, okay, I'm going to get sick.
Yeah, I just think we went Friday 2 weeks ago Friday before we went up to the cabin last week.
Yeah,
and we went up to saw Sydney and her boyfriend up there, and we had dinner and came back. And I'm like, and because I hadn't seen anybody, I hadn't been out anywhere. Mark's like, well, you've been to the store and you touch things. I know, but I don't rub my eyes and I don't stick my fingers in my mouth. It's not like I wash my hands all the time.
When you shop, you don't touch all the bread and the stuff like that.
I do, but I don't. Fingers. Yeah, I don't do that. Yeah. I don't grab all that stuff.
Yeah.
And actually, I've been, where we've been going a lot lately is Smart and Final, just because the vegetables are so inexpensive compared to everywhere else.
Really? Oh. Are they good quality?
Yeah. Tomatoes are tomatoes.
Cool.
They'll taste like tomatoes when I pour all that salad dressing on it.
Tastes like there's a tomato.
And then what they do, they have a meat section that, if it's close to the close date, they drop the prices of it drastically.
Oh, to clear it.
Yeah, and they had a ribeye roast that normally is like $9 a pound or $9.99. It went down to, it was at $7.99, and then it dropped to $5.99. Just they're having a special on Friday. So I grabbed one of those. I cut that up into like 8 ribeyes.
Yep.
Yeah.
There you go.
Which I was like, oh, is this how you do it cheaply?
There's your
and I went to Costco and they had one, and I'm like, that thing is like ridiculously priced per pound. The same thing.
Yeah. Like what? Like $4,
$15 or something like that.
Geez.
Yeah. Anyway, but it is the cheapest way to get really good ribeyes.
Yeah.
But I'm more of a ribeye cap guy.
Oh,
those are the best. Now I just got to figure out how to do those. But enough about eating already, because I don't eat much anymore. So,
Well, you're looking slim and trim.
Thanks. Well, I haven't shaved in a while, so.
Yeah, me either.
Okay.
I got challenged to a December beard, but the guy's on vacation, so I got to let him see it in January, I guess, and say, this is my December beard, and then I'll shave it off.
Well, I haven't trimmed up my neck, and I haven't, we'll just move on.
Yeah.
All right.
What's happening in the world?
Do you want to talk about real estate first?
Yeah, I can do that.
So
this is going to be end of the year numbers. This is going to be from January 1st of the 24 year, ending December 31st of the 24 year. So what is
you hit?
Oh, you know what I did?
You didn't. Yeah,
I didn't follow through.
Yeah,
I didn't present my arms. There we go. There's my arms. Yeah. So you know what? The closed escrow is 3,400, an even number. It ended out at the end of the year. 283.333333 homes per month sold over the year of 24, which is a skosh above 23. I think we were in the 260s.
Yeah, we have. So maybe this year we'll be 300.
We could. There's already 500 active listings in the county of Stanislaus.
I know, but they're just active.
Yeah.
I don't know how it seemed like everybody took 2 weeks off.
Yeah, I would agree.
And they're because it's in the middle of the week, so they got to take both weeks off. But I did, I got busy. I was busy doing a bunch of stuff, closings for the end of the year. But I also had my education I had to do. I watch TV and go, and then take the tests.
You finally get that done?
Yeah, I cheated too this year. I copied it on iPads. You can copy stuff that they won't let you copy, and I dropped it in a ChatGPT and I told it to answer them for me because I already knew them, but why waste the time?
Yeah,
and it still missed one.
It did.
Yeah.
So it's not as smart as it thinks it is.
No, it's not. I was like, damn.
But you know what? Here's the thing: it's learning.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was just I don't even listen to this stuff. I know I'm going to get in trouble now, but Why? It's the same
If you know
stuff.
the answers.
It's the same stuff even when I did have get my broker's license, that stuff is like, really?
Yeah.
What? Nothing, I only need to know why don't they just give us the updates for the year and just have us tested on those?
Yeah, I got to do ethics and agency, I think, this year.
See, I didn't do ethics in last one. That's why I was able to do the Chat GPT.
Okay. All right. I like the jokes that are going to come out of that.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah, I do.
All right. So jobs week this week is what I said yesterday when Mike wasn't here, and that's what we have. So we have JOLTS report today. That is favorite. The just over broke job looks this. So this is the JOLTS report, which showed there was 8.098 million job openings by end of the year right now.
Wait, say it again.
8,098,000.
Okay.
Is that better for you?
Yeah.
All right. And it was well above the 7.7 million that they were expecting. And last month, 7.839 million. It's the strongest that we had, I think, since May for the year.
So when do we find out those are incorrect numbers?
Yeah, because that's the 21st. Fridays. I think that's Fridays. What's the other Jolt? That is the JOLTS report.
Yeah, it is the JOLTS report. Yeah.
I don't know what I was thinking.
I know the other report you're thinking about. I can't think of it right now, the name of it, but that's the one that came out and they said, "Oh, we have a revision. We didn't create these many jobs. So we really missed it by about 1 million," right?
Something like that. Yeah. Like, what is? Oh, they just finally
Bureau of Labor Statistics.
That's the one. Thank
BLS.
You. That's the one.
That's Friday.
Yeah, that is correct. Thank you. Is that in the system there? Appreciate you helping me out there. Yeah, and this actual report has messed up the bond market right now. We're looking. We were down 20 basis points. Let's see if we still are there.
20.
Yeah, 18. We're not doing so bad.
Oh, but we're rebounding.
Yeah, well, also the ISM service index, which looks at the service industry, its index climbed to 54.1, exceeding expectations of 53.3 and up from 52.1 in November.
What does that mean for us?
This growth reflects a thriving service sector, including real estate services, contributing to economic momentum in this new year, 2025. And that's what we were talking about. I was listening to Barry Habib yesterday, and he was saying if rates are going to come down, it's going to become because of the job market. It's going to slow and unemployment get up to 4.5 or 4.7. We're not wishing that everybody loses their job, but we're trying to get to reality. I don't think that what we're hearing is really true. What's going on?
Well, that agency is that whole cabinet's going out here fairly soon, so we might get some truth.
Yeah, it was nice watching her have to certify the election.
Yeah, I watched that a couple times yesterday.
Yeah. I mean, now we have a new statement for January 6th. But it was amazing how many of these people just can't let anything go.
No.
Yeah, they're still going, bringing it up, bringing all this stuff. It's like, move on, people. And then you got Adam Ridiculous Schiff or whatever his name is, who's now a senator, and he's going to, so we're going to investigate Trump. Really? Well, can't we all just get along and move on?
No, you're not.
Please.
We're going to shut you down.
Yeah. Well, there's too many people who don't want to hear him.
Yeah.
Not enough because they elected him over there.
Has he been pardoned yet by President?
No, but he will be.
Biff Buff.
No, but he will be.
Yeah.
Because all they're doing right now is just
his
messing
actions in the January 6th debacle. Yeah. Along with Pelosi and Cheney. Has she been arrested yet?
No, they won't be.
Yeah.
All right. So NAR faces a new lawsuit in Louisiana. Did you hear about that?
I read a little bit of something about that.
Facing legal challenges over its membership structure.
Yeah.
The plaintiff claims NAR ties MLS access to mandatory memberships, limiting competition and disadvantaging non-member real estate professionals. They also allege that NAR's handling of commission lawsuits caused several emotional distress and lack of transparency.
Oh my Lord.
If it's successful,
let
me just finish this. Okay. If it's successful, the lawsuit could lead to significant changes on how MLS systems operate, altering the real estate landscape nationwide.
Oh, guess what won't happen? It won't alter the real estate landscape worldwide. I can just see all these attorneys laying in bed thinking, we got one in the bucket.
Yeah,
we got a settlement. What can we sue? I bet there's some people suffering emotional distress.
Yeah. Well, we only made, $200 million off the last one. What can we do this year to top it?
I got to tell you something, folks. These are there's nobody gaining from these lawsuits other than the attorneys.
That's always how it
Yeah.
is. All right. What do you think the top state right now is for inbound movers? Not outbound movers, but inbound movers
You mean in the United States?
in the United States, the top
It's
state
not
in the
the
United States.
It's not the 51st state, Canada. Let me
No.
think. It's
I can't read Trudeau retire.
hey,
Resigning.
did you see the bars just go crazy? There were thousands and thousands of people all gathered waiting for his speech when he said he was resigning, tendering his resignation. The cities just went wild.
Well, because he's been horrible.
He is absolutely horrible. He's too woke.
Yeah, he's like Biden.
No, Biden's not awake.
I don't mean it that way.
Oh, I see. Can I guess?
Yeah.
I'm going to say Tennessee.
Nope. West Virginia.
Oh, I was so close.
With 65% of all moves inbound.
Really?
Yeah. The key reasons for relocation: family, 34.6%, and job opportunities at 30.8%.
Wow.
Southeastern state continues to attract residents driven by affordability, family connections, and better job prospects. And a lot of people can work anywhere. So why not work where it's a lot cheaper?
I agree. That's why I moved to Modesto.
All right. So what do you think, top? They're saying housing, Trump administration housing priorities, what they should really focus on. What are the key issues? And I know I asked you, but I'm just going to tell you now. Housing supply shortage. The U.S. faces a 3.8 million unit shortage of affordable homes.
Yes.
And we're also short 4 million of unaffordable homes. Escalating prices have made home ownership unattainable for many, with only 16% of homes considered affordable in the typical household. That's only 16% of the homes are affordable.
That's great. Well, yeah.
But the question is, what is that? What is that definition of affordability?
Yeah, exactly. And they don't talk about that in that report, do they?
No, but they're talking about some neighborhood homes investment act that could provide $20 billion in tax credits over the next decade, creating 500,000 new homes in distressed areas. Oh, only 500. We're going to spend $20 billion to get 500,000 new homes.
That seems ridiculous.
It seems like a Democrat put that together.
Exactly, and it's more. This sounds really good.
They have $5 million to help with the $500,000 homes. The rest of it's going in someone's pocket.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what most of these things are, is just a little bit of money laundering. It's sad to say, but they're really not out there helping people. And affordable housing is probably the toughest nut to crack. And I think we attack it from the wrong end every single time. And the wrong end is you're trying to bring prices down. You're in a capitalist society where an open market causes prices to go up. How about people's take home?
I know, but the biggest problem we have is we have not built any homes, and so homes keep getting more expensive,
exactly,
and more expensive and more expensive. And if you figure we're going to go up 30% in the next 5 years on nationwide, that means we're probably here going to go up 50%.
Right.
Huh?
Right.
Yeah. We don't build enough homes to keep the number from appreciation. People who have the homes are like,
that's rentals the other part of the equation.
Private investors buying up all affordable homes, pushing families out of the market and driving up rents. Really, rents have actually went down this last year.
It has.
By 2030, 40% of homes could be owned by investors. So what they're saying is that's going to affect. Thank you. I can't say that word, but they're saying Black and minority communities. I think it's everybody.
Yeah.
I don't like the fact that people push this things into a racial thing. Yeah, it's an economic thing.
It's affecting everybody.
It's economics, meaning that depending on how much you make is how it's going to affect you.
Yeah.
No matter what color you are.
I agree.
But I mean, and don't get me wrong, there is a difference between Black ownership and white ownership of homes. It's about 28% difference.
Why?
Again, I just think it has to do with there's
economics.
Proportionally. If you look at the breakdown, so if we look at the breakdown, I won't get into the whole race thing, but break down actual races, there's only so many percentage of each types of race in the United States.
Right.
That's what they should look at, that percentage, and see how many of those people are homeowners.
So that would be a much more accurate number.
Exactly. That's how, because then it would probably be 70% of the, of different nationalities are have home ownership.
Right.
Versus the statement. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
But that's just too smart. That's just too smart to look at these things.
Yeah.
Yeah. And real estate strategies for 2025. Southeastern states are going to show more migration into those areas and becoming hotspots for new residents. So maybe you should move if you're an agent and you're not making money here. And the reason I'm saying that, because I saw a new loan person last year did 20 million in volume in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Because Tennessee was a hotbed. Now is it? No, it kind of slowed down. So
moved to West Virginia.
Yeah, I mean, we have some people here who moved from here to Georgia and other places and are doing stuff there instead of staying here, and that's what you're going to have to do. Maybe move to where the jobs are, and because I mean, we're still going to do volume here, but not anything close to what we used to do probably for 5 years.
I had a brother-in-law at one time who chased every natural disaster, and he would move to those cities, towns, states, and offer his construction services and made bank.
Yeah, well, my brother-in-law has a action drain. I don't know what he's doing now with it, but it's where they do the gray water takeout when the fire. So they'd go to wherever all the fires are, and they'd bring their semis with the water
and take all the gray water,
bring in fresh water, and bring in porta potties and all that stuff. And the stations made a killing.
Yeah,
and does it constantly every year because there's always fires in Colorado,
right?
And right out, around that area.
Yep. There's always fires here too.
Nothing like that.
Nothing that huge.
Where they have all these people brought in and they're, they work in freaking 18-hour days driving the stuff. And he actually came here and bought all the old milk trucks.
Oh, and converted them.
Well, because they had to get rid of the trucks because they didn't meet the diesel standards of California. And he was able to pick them up for inexpensive. And
that was smart.
Yeah,
that was way smart. The diesel standards of California. I can't wait till our Trudeau resigns. Oh, he won't resign.
He won't resign. He'll just be left.
He's
working
term
to be
out.
president.
Yeah. Well, that would be the dumbest thing anybody ever did. Okay,
well, so bond market's coming back.
Good. We're just because we've been talking.
Well, I mean, you got to look at the 10-year right now. We're at 4.683. That's 100 basis points higher than we were back in September. That's why rates are like 6.875 to 6.99 on conventional.
Now you're not quoting APR.
But I'm just telling what Fannie's saying.
Yeah.
And then, governments are lower than that, but it's not, I'm not at the 5.625, 5.875 we were seeing in September. Yeah. So, but it will get back there. The question is just don't know when.
Right.
So I have people getting a contract right now and I'm like, don't wait because I mean, I don't know if you know this, but up in Tuolumne County and Calaveras County over the weekend, there was a lot of contracts written.
Oh, good.
And people are going, how come there's no snow?
Right. Because if
people were up there,
dead if it were snowed.
Yeah, if there was snow everywhere, they'd be going, oh, it's really hard to show homes right now. That driveway you can't get up in and blah blah. Now you can get into everything right now.
Yeah, I've got 14,875 Hershey back on the market at 575, a lot less than it was. 2 acres and a great piece of property, a multi-level, actually 2-story, but it's 2-story into a hill Tuolumne.
Yeah, but that just means you only get the square footage for above ground, unless you do like that one guy did in LaGrange and just added it in because his camera told him it was that.
I'm quoting the upstairs, the ground level square footage.
What?
And it's got 2 garages. They're both attached. So 2 acres. It's got a 3-car detached garage and a 2-car detached garage and some gardens and a little shed.
Where's this at?
It's in Tuolumne.
Is it in Tuolumne or is it in Tuolumne County?
It's in Tuolumne. Yeah. That's the city. Great piece of property.
How long you had listed?
6 months. We were in a contingency issue for a while. The buyer
has it been in contingency for a while now?
Not for about 2 months.
It's back on the market.
It's back on the market.
Talk to Mike McClanahan.
I have
about it.
Is he looking for something and just forgot our conversation?
No, we just have a client who's looking for acreage and he's looking at that stupid dome house again.
Oh, have him look at my stupid Hershey house. I know, but it's not stupid.
But what I mean is people don't understand a dome house. He loves the dome house, but when he goes to sell it, he's going to have the same trouble that I'm going to have
to purchase.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's got to have one comp in the last 6 months.
That's a dome.
That's a dome.
Yeah.
And these people
sounds so dome.
Yeah. Well, these people bought it a year or so ago, and you know, they're hurt. They're going to not make any money. They're going to lose money on it.
That sucks.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens when you sometimes pay too much for it.
Hey, Mike McClanahan, check out 14875 East Hershey or West Hershey.
Just send it to our
East.
client. Maybe
Yeah,
he didn't because of the fact that it was in contingency.
No, it's been off contingency.
Oh.
The seller took about 25 days to figure out what the hell he wants to do, and
So
they
then
finally
you just put it
said,
back
let's
on.
reduce the price. So
Okay.
And we just put it back on. So.
Yeah, well, it'll go.
Yeah, I know. Well,
because my guy's looking for like a family compound.
Well, you can compound this.
Well, I'm just saying that extra garage.
You can turn
that extra garage
into a
sounds to me
living
like
area.
you could turn into a studio or something else.
Yeah, and it's got another shed that could be like a flop house for a teenager coming home for a while. But I mean, it's converted. It's a yoga room right now, but I mean, it could be just about anything.
Yoga room, huh? So it gets used once every month.
No, probably never gets used.
All right, let's go. We've been talking for 20 minutes, which is one of our longest in a while.
It is. Hey,
right.
Everybody out there, have a great first week of January.
Yes.
At work.
Actually, that was last week, wasn't it?
Yeah, but this is at work.
Oh, okay. All right. Make it a great day. Thanks for being here. We appreciate you. Thanks, Mike.
Bye, kids.
All right,
Thanks.
bye.
Thanks, Ed.